Yo, what's up everybody? So with the addition of version Z to JP Dokkan, we do have the arrival of a new premium Dragonstone. It's a green Dragonstone or turquoise or whatever color you want to call it, but it's available from a limited time stone pack, and with it you can pick up any one of these 6 LRs that you can see here from the Baba shop. So I wanted to go over who you should pick with your green prime Dragonstone. So if you're interested in that answer without much of an explanation, bear in mind first of all that I value getting new units over dupes, so I won't suggest getting dupes of any of these units. If you have all 6, then of course you can then pick up a unit for a dupe, but assume that I am talking about getting a new unit. So the first unit, the best unit of the bunch that I think you should pick is STR UI Goku, which is this STR God Goku. As you can see here, he's just the SSR form of the LR UI Goku. He's the best of the bunch, period. He's better than everyone else by a lot. Next up, Kale and Caulifla, LR Kale and Caulifla. They are the second best, and they have aged very well. And by that I mean it's like they haven't aged at all since their release. They're still extremely good. After that, LR Spirit Bomb Absorbed Goku. I guess I can go to these pictures. So 1 LR STR UI Goku is the best to pick. Second best, LR Kale and Caulifla. Third best is LR Spirit Bomb Absorbed Goku. The best way I can describe him is like a diet physical GT Super Saiyan Goku. I hate to say diet because that makes it sound like he's bad, but he's actually really good still. He's very similar to that GT Super Saiyan Goku. They play pretty much the same. They have almost the same abilities, so he's an incredibly good unit. Next up is LR God Goku, who I know many may be wondering why him, but I think he's better than both LR Rose and LR Tech Broly by a mile, mainly because he may not hit as hard as the other two that I just talked about, these two. This LR God Goku is very good defensively turn 1, he's able to do a lot of things, and he's useful in, you know, a plethora of content, so I think this Goku is better. He's also available on more teams, so yeah, I really like this God Goku. And then the last two, I honestly don't have a real order, so of course, pick whoever you don't have. LR Rose and LR Tech Broly, they're both similar units to me. They're both like big numbers are big fun type of units. You know, they both hit hard, and they both defensively are quite lacking. So considering that most of you will be getting a 55% version of the unit because it's going to be the first time you're going to get the unit, you know, it's going to be your first copy that you're going to pick up with your stone. Defensively, they're going to be lackluster. Only when they have dupes in them do I think they can be acceptable, but at 55%, their turn 1 defense can be pretty ouchy. So there you go. In terms of who I think is best to worst, God Goku first, or LR STR UI Goku at number 1, Kale and Caulifla at number 2, Spirit Bomb Absorbed Goku at number 3, God Goku at 4, Rose at 5, and Tech Broly at 6. So now I'm going to go in a little more depth. So considering I said LR STR UI Sign is the best, it's because he's just such a beast. He's available on so many categories, and a lot of them are stacked categories, so that may make you think, oh wow, it's like he's not a good unit because there are just better options on these categories already, like you wouldn't want to pick him over other units on these categories, but no, he's one of the best picks for most of these categories. Like for instance, Universe 7, you know, there are a lot of great units on Universe 7, but I would still pick this LR STR UI Goku over many other Universe 7 units. He's the best friend of Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku, the 6th anniversary AGL version, and he's just really amazing. He's great in Super Battle Road and Extreme Super Battle Road. He has the competition with the Int UI Sign EZA, but they both fill different roles, and with the name change update, the same name update, rather, you could just use both of them on the same team. So he's just really good. You know, I can't sing his praises enough. He is one of my most wanted units currently, so when this comes to global, you can be sure I am picking this dude up. So yeah, I mean, you can see here tons of categories, great links. Of course, he has that 70% chance to dodge from the start. It does lower to 50% chance after 7 turns, but still. And he can actually hit higher attack stats than LR Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku from the 6th anniversary. Of course, that Goku has that crit, guaranteed crit on the additional super, and the chance to launch 2 or 3 super attacks. But in terms of a single individual attack stat, this dude can launch a higher one. So let that sink in for a second. Moving on, LR Kale and Caulifla, one of my most nostalgic units. When I first started playing, I made friends with someone online, and they set this to their friend leader and told me, if you needed help completing a hard stage and you couldn't beat it, bring this as my friend leader. He had a rainbowed Kale and Caulifla, and it will hard carry me. And I did. And ever since then, I've wanted my own copy. So it sucks that I would have to pass up on them for STR UI, but they are still so good. They stack defense. They get better with Universe 6 Joined Forces or Pure Saiyans allies on the team. You know, there are a ton of good Universe 6 allies, especially on JP, with the addition of Tech Kale and Caulifla, and EZA Tech Hit, and, you know, the unit Super Kaba and things like that. Pure Saiyans as well, so many good Pure Saiyans, like, they are so good. And on top of that, they do have an additional super attack when there is a Universal Survival Saga or Pure Saiyans enemy, which there are tons of in the game. So, you know, you'll be stacking fast, you'll be doing tons of damage with a ton of additional supers and additional attacks. It's a lot of fun to use this unit, it really is. And they are on quite a few categories as well. Considering they are a Joined Forces unit, this many categories is impressive. So, they're on a lot of good ones as well. Peppy Gals, you know, Super Saiyan 2, Rapid Growth, Universe, Survival Saga, Pure Saiyan. So, they're really, really good. You guys should get the gist. Next up, as I said, this Spirit Bomb Absorbed Goku is basically like a diet, or like a beta version of GT Super Saiyan Goku. That's a better way to put it, not diet. He's like the precursor to GT Super Saiyan Goku. He's a Rainbow Orb Changer, he's a nuker, he does need Super Saiyan category allies on the team to get that full attack boost. And the only problem with that is that he shares the same name with Super Saiyan Namek Goku, the LR into Namek Goku. The problem with that is that he will not be able to link very well, of course. Like, if you're running 2 LR Namek Gokus, you will want them both on rotation. So, it's either you float this guy, or you keep him on rotation and he doesn't link with the other Namek Goku. So, it's a little wonky in that way, but he's very good. Rainbow Key Sphere Changer, always valuable. Of course, his defenses aren't the best nowadays. He does have the flexibility of going for the 12 key super for a 50% defense raise if you need more defense. But overall, this dude is incredibly hard-hitting, like incredibly hard-hitting. This dude was the first LR I summoned for, and he's one of my favorite units still. I absolutely love this unit on quite a few categories, and his links are very good, so great unit. One of the best aging units from last year. Next up, we have LR God Goku. Now, this unit, a lot of people would say is underwhelming. Why would I pick him? But he's impressive. Greatly raising attacking defense for 3 turns on his 18 key super. He has that, 50% chance to dodge for 7 turns, as well as 50% chance to crit for 7 turns. So Extreme Super Battle Road, the dude is a monster. He is a decent leader for Pure Saiyans and Hybrid Saiyans, which is interesting. and he does benefit from having a full team of pure and hybrid Saiyans, so running him on a team like Goku's family would be very beneficial. Kamehameha, Pure Saiyans, Realm of Gods, those teams with a lot of Saiyans on them will help this unit immensely. His link set's fairly decent. Of course, he doesn't have Fierce Battle, but that's not really a problem. And I just love this unit. Very flexible unit. And he's one of the oldest units on this list, I believe, right? Or he's an older unit on this list, so quite decent. I shouldn't say he's the oldest, but yeah, he's still very good. LR Rose. This guy, I remember during the 5th anniversary when he came out, people said he was better than the Blue Gogeta and Vegito, and I'm like, you guys are crazy. This dude is fun, he hits very hard, he hits insane attack stats, but he has defensive problems, and you're going to want to make sure you do launch a super attack with him, or else he is defensively a liability. He does take a while to build up, or not build up, but rather, he's an orb hog, rather, is what I mean. He just wants key spheres, as you can see here. To get his full passive, you need to get 20 key spheres, so you're aiming for a 20 to 24 key super with this dude for his full potential. And that's a problem. His best linking partner, I think, is the Int transforming Goku Black, and he is defensively poor. He needs an easy A. And his link set's decent, I will say that. Like, he has big bad bosses. You're probably going to want to link level 10 him, but defensively he's just, you know, very, very vulnerable, especially at 55%. His rage can be activated from the 6th turn, so you won't see that very often, and when your HP is 66% or less, so that's going to be a problem. You won't see his active skill rage very frequently, and when you do get it, it's pretty good, but yeah, it's going to be a rare occurrence. On quite a few categories, and a lot of them are good, but those are the things holding him back compared to the other units, so that's why I have him here. I do think he is better than Tech Broly. He is basically a better Tech Broly in my opinion. He can consistently hit the same attacks, I guess, the same as Broly, and I guess his defense can be better because of big bad bosses, but Broly here, I mean, he does not perform well in slot 1. His best friend is the LR-STR EZA Broly, but the problem is that while they are best friends, they are neither slot 1 units. You want both of them in slot 2, so he wants to super attack before he gets hit so he can get his 90% defense and attack. You know, he doesn't get double. I don't think the attack and defense stacks if he double supers, which you can get from facing 2 or more enemies. He can just dish out damage, but I don't really think he's that good nowadays defensively. He's just too poor in slot 1, turn 1. It's just not that good. His active skill, though, when he does transform, by the way, he can transform after the 4th turn from start of battle, and when he goes Legendary Super Saiyan, he can hit very hard. His active skill is absolutely monstrous, and he is very strong, very hard hitting, but as I said, he just has defensive problems that pretty much the other 4 beforehand, like the UI Goku, Kale and Caulifla, this Goku I guess has defensive problems, but this guy doesn't actually have that many defense. He's actually quite good defensively, but the last 2 are down at the bottom simply because of their lack of defense. Anyways, I hope this helped you out. I want to say this as well. The Green Dragonstone is a limited time only thing, and I mean limited time only. You only have 100 hours to decide, because it is only available for 100 hours, although it is available for both new and existing players. For new players, it is available for only 100 hours to purchase after account creation, so 100 hours after you create a new account, and this offer will be gone. And for existing players, it will be available for 100 hours after your first login after the version Z update. So you don't have much time to think, so I hope this guide will help you out if you are debating on whether or not to pick this stone up. The units are very good, and while I don't condone spending money on Dokkan, I think this is the best deal that you're going to have for Dokkan, like in terms of bang for your buck. The $4 for 50 Dragonstones is good too, but that's not what we're here to talk about. Anyways, I hope this helped, and until next time, I will see you guys in the next video.